Hi, everybody. I'm Andy Bozarth, Community Outreach Director for AARP Kansas. Welcome to the Friday night concert. Tonight we have great music, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the music of Pastense.
My only love was a young man, he died at 22. The mine left me a widow and my life no longer true. No man now shall have me, no work for me to find. My baby child and I alone, I must go to the mine. I pull my husband's trousers on his shirt, I button just so. I lace up his old boots real tight and his mining hat pulled low. And no one knows just who I am, they think I am a man. I do my job down in the mine where Satan surely stands. The Osage County mine, that's where I spend my time. A prison beneath the ground, if you come out alive. Tell my family that I work beneath the ground, where cold is so thick down there and darkness the only sound. The days and nights are all the same, time passes away. I know the mine will take me to, then I'll meet my man someday. The Osage County mine, that's where I spend my time. A prison beneath the ground, if you come out alive. We've all been playing music for a long time, but not all of us together. Dawn and I first started playing together in 1994, and we had some other people that played with us, and some people have kind of come and gone over the years. And so, first of all, let me say, I'm Jolene Thorpe. This is Dawn Anderson, hi. Joe McElroy, and Steve LaForge. So Dawn and I started in 1994 together, and then about 10 years ago or so, doesn't seem like it's been 10 years, but I think it has, Joe and Steve joined us, and so the four of us have been playing together for about 10 years or so. And we all belong to a local music club called the Kansas Prairie Pickers, and that's really how we all met over time. So
yeah.
And
Jolene and Joe are both from Topeka. I'm from a little suburb called Barryton, and Steve is in Tonganoxie.
30 years ago, I was young and I was handsome, stronger than a lion, I was faster than a snake. 30 years ago, the world stopped when I was dancing. People dropped their jaws at the steps that I would take. There was nothing in this whole wide world that I didn't know. If you cared to ask me, well, I'd gladly tell you so. Now I count on just one hand all the things I really know. Not the man that I was 30 years ago. charming groom. The girl that I was kissing was the prettiest in the room. Threw back my head and laughed at your tales of dim and gloom. Went out to take the world by bride and co. Now 30 years have passed since I was a charming groom. And I'm no longer riding on a rocket to the moon. The girl that I am kissing still the prettiest in the room. The world is moving fast, I'm moving slow. Not like I was 30 years ago. And there was nothing in this whole wide world that I didn't know. And if you cared to ask me, well, I'd gladly tell you so. Now count on just one hand all the things I really know. Not the man that I was 30 years ago. Nothing in this whole wide world that I didn't know. If you cared to ask me, well, I'd gladly tell you so. Now count on just one hand all the things I really know. Not the man that I was 30 years ago. Not the man that I was 30 years ago.
Well, we all got to... one time we all got to play on stage at Winfield. Winfield in the bluegrass community is kind of a big deal. They have the national various instrument championships there, flat picking, guitar picking. They don't do fiddle anymore, but they have mandolin and banjo. The national championships, and we got to play there once because we won a songwriting contest.
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah. So
that's probably been, I think, our most memorable.
won't you meet me down by the old oak tree? I got something I need to say to you. I hope you feel it same way that I do. Won't you meet me down beside the old oak tree? I know it ain't right when I dream of you at night. I keep on dreaming, holding you tight, I just can't let go. This feeling inside, come on, meet me down beside the old oak tree. I see a sparkle when I look into your eyes, but I can't look long. I'm afraid that you might see what I'm feeling inside. It just ain't right. Come on, meet me down beside the old oak tree. Won't you meet me down by the old oak tree? I got something I need to say to you. I hope you feel same way that I do. Won't you meet me down beside the old oak tree? Won't you meet me down beside the old oak tree? my biggest influence, I think, of the music that I like to play and the music that I like to sing, and just from that perspective, was from my mom. She didn't ever play an instrument, but there was music of all kinds in my house all the time growing up. Country music, and she loved show tunes. And so I was just exposed to a really wide variety of music from the time I was really young, and I think it had a huge impact on my music that I like to play now.
I bought a guitar when I was 16, started learning to play it, and got with a rock and roll band when I was in college, and we played mostly rock. And in the 70s, rock left me, so I joined the country music group of fans, and country music went to bluegrass, and that's where I'm at now. So that's my influence right there.
I would say in terms of writing music, I've always kind of admired Johnny Cash in terms of style, in the way he basically tells a story, and he just gives you plain facts, but they're kind of filled with an emotion, and the story in itself kind of carries the song and is the weight of the song, and I've always admired that.
Yeah.
I started out in Kansas City, and we were surrounded by a lot of blues and jazz bands that we got to play with and be with, and then kind of moved into country rock, and then went to the bluegrass, and then was exposed to some gypsy music. So I don't do a lot of writing except on the instrumental side, but I would say a lot of the fine instrumentalists that are out there now have influenced me.
Saturday night at the American Legion, the band is playing an old country song. A pedal steel wails a melody sweet. You can't help but wanna dance along. Frank takes the floor, he is so tall and brave. His hair in a permanent snowy white wave. Jean is small, graceful and fair. On his arm she seems lighter than air. Frank and Jean dance, they dip and they twirl. An old wartime veteran, his favorite girl. Like nothing ever goes wrong in this world. Dancing with old Frank and Jean. Saturday nights, a couple stops by. The youth long ago told them goodbye. When he looks in her eyes, she's the stars in the sky. Dancing with old Frank and Jean. Frank and Jean dance, they dip and they twirl. No wartime veteran and his favorite girl. Like nothing ever goes wrong in this world. Dancing with old Frank and Jean. Frank and Jean dance, they glide across the floor, just like they did a long time before. Jean worried if Frank would come home from if the train will away, but the tracks will be there to my dying day, railroad still. I love you like a long stretch of road. The wind blows hot, the wind blows cold, caressing my face, so causing me pain. But whatever the wind, the road stays the same, railroad still. Railroad steel, solid as a rock till kingdom come. Railroad steel, let you know you're the only one. I love you like the sun in the sky, warmth and beauty as it's passing by. But if the sun should set in the usual way, it'll rise burning hot the very next day, railroad steel. Railroad steel, solid as a rock till kingdom come. Railroad steel, let you know you're the only one. I love you like railroad steel. I love you like railroad steel. I love you like railroad steel. Like railroad steel. Like railroad steel.
Well, the music scene in Kansas, like Joe alluded to a while ago with Winfield will bring maybe 20,000 people from all over the world and all over the country and all types of music. And you're just submersed in every style of music you could ever want. When you get down locally, that's in Kansas and southern Kansas. Around us is Lawrence, Kansas, which is KU. And there's a lot of red dirt, indie music, rock, pop, jazz, swing. I think there's a really diverse amount of styles and types of music in our area.
You told me one, you told me two, you told me 10,000 lies, little girl. You told me 10,000 lies. And I fall on my knees and I'm begging you, please, won't you come along and stand by me, little girl? Won't you come along and stand by me? To the Lord that I never had been born, that I died when I was young, little girl, that I died when I was young, and then I never would have kissed your red ruby lips, never heard little girl who's 14 coaches long. And the only one that I ever loved was on the train and gone. Little girl was on the train and gone. And I fall on my knees and I'm begging you, please, won't you come along and stand by me, little girl? Won't you come along and stand by me?
We're pretty much a locally based band. Joe and I still work, and so we're kind of limited to the amount of time we can be away. We would like to record, but we sort of have the question about like what kind of music do people, in what format do people want music? A lot of people have gotten away from CDs, and streaming is such a big thing. So we have talked about recording again. We have several recordings now. Maybe we'll record in the future. Really, we just hope that things open back up and we can go see live music again and play live music again. So we're open to about anything.
Whatever comes along.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a little piggy and he came to town. He thought he'd go shopping, just looking around. He only had 2 cents and soon he found there wasn't much he could buy, so he just sat down. When he first sat down, he was feeling kind of sad, wishing there was more than the 2 cents he had, hoping for a friend to lend a helping hand who could make him smile and make him feel glad. Oh, dance, little piggy, dance a little jig, wiggle and a giggle, smile just a little. Next thing you know, you won't feel blue. Next thing you know, you'll be happy. Well, soon a little birdie landed at his feet, so sweet and pretty, made his heart skip a beat. The birdie sat beside him and she sang so sweet, and then she carried him away to the little birdie tree. Oh, dance, little piggy, dance a little jig, wiggle and a giggle, smile just a little. Next thing you know, you won't feel blue. Next thing you know, you'll be happy.
Thanks to the AARP folks for having us and having us make this video. We had a great time. Hope you did too.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tune in next time, same place. Good night.